Hello and welcome to Discovering You with yours truly, Natasha Buffalo. And today we're going to talk about discovering you through what you eat. So it's going to be all about nutrition, and I'm going to actually go through making Brussels sprouts. Now, I've never made them before, so this will be my first time making them, but I want to talk to you about nutrition and the benefits of eating a healthy and balanced diet. So, of course, I may not eat everything. Like, I may not eat all the meats that are out there. And I'm not telling you that you have to not have those meats. This is just the choice that I made to make sure that my body stays healthy. That's what works for me. You know, you have to do what works best for your body. Of course, all of our bodies are different. I just choose to not eat as much animal products as possible. But I do eat a lot of plant-based and fruits and vegetables in order to make sure I'm getting all of the nutrition that my body needs. And so I basically want to talk to you about your body will actually talk to you. And what I mean by that is if you feel like you're bloated after eating meals, then it might mean that you had too much of something, or maybe your meal was too much. Or there's something on that plate that your body is not agreeing with, and your body feels bloated from that meal. So that's one thing, is maybe cutting down how much of the food you are eating at each sitting to determine if that's what's causing you to feel bloated after you eat. The other thing may be that you're having some type of inflammation or reaction to a certain item on that plate. And so for me, it was dairy. So I had a reaction to dairy. So whenever I had dairy products, I would always feel gassy and bloated, and it would break my skin out as well. And so my body was telling me that this is something that I can't handle, or my body is not able to, deal with. So I had to cut dairy out of my diet, and that's why I started going. That was the beginning of going towards plant-based items and products, to find supplements to still allow me to have some of those things that I enjoyed that cheese was involved in, and to still be able to do those things and have something that tastes similar to actual cheese but not really cheese. Now that doesn't mean that I eat it very often. I do have it, but it's very sparingly that I have some type of substitute for cheese. So the other thing was that I eat more vegetables and fruits now that I'm on a health journey, and this health journey is a lifestyle. It's a life journey. And so the benefits of doing so is that, one, you'll feel better. So when I cut out a lot of heavy meats in my diet, I feel a lot lighter. So I'm lighter on my feet. I feel more energized. I don't feel tired after I eat. I'm not bloated after I eat, unless there's something I eat that my body doesn't agree with. So those are the benefits of finding out what works for you and listening to your body. Make sure you're getting a balanced meal. Don't overdo anything, everything in moderation. So make sure you are, make sure that you are eating a decent portion. So I will show you what that portion is. So this is typically one serving. So whatever I can fit in this bowl, and that doesn't mean that I overpower it to where the food is coming over. So everything has to be underneath that line and inside of this container. That's considered one serving. So you have your meat, you have your vegetables, you have your carbs. If you're gonna have carbs, of course, every meal should not have a carb in it, but some of your meals will. So you have all those three in here in this one container. So that's how you make sure that you are not overdoing your meals every day. This is a meal prep container, and this is what I use when I do my meal preps. So that's what you have. All right, so let's get into making Brussels sprouts for the first time. So what do I have? So I got some Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna put some honey, some garlic, and some hot peppers And I'm going to put some actual minced garlic as well. And then I'm going to put some onions. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of olive oil on it as well. So we're going to see how that tastes. I have no idea how it's going to come out because it's the first time I'm making it. So you guys bear with me. I will be back shortly after that. So I'm going to do a pause in between. So first we're going to cut these up and get them seasoned. So just hold on one moment. Okay, so remember I said I don't know what I'm doing, right? So I don't know what I'm doing. But we're going to figure this out. We're going to figure it out together. I'm going to drop some on the floor already. Don't judge me, okay? Just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut all of these basically in half. Put them in the container. Hopefully I'm doing this right. If I'm not, somebody tell me how to do them right. This is the only way I can think of is the right way to do it. So we're going to go with it. Okay, y'all, so I've got all the Brussels sprouts that I'm going to use cut up. Let me throw these out. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of olive oil on these. All right. Got some garlic. Don't ask me why I'm putting peppers on here, but it sounds like a good thing to do. Ew. Need some more honey. Honey's almost out. And the onions. I gotta cut the onion. I guess I should have did that before I started the video, but I wasn't thinking. That's probably good enough. All right, now we're gonna just, I think that's it. Mix everything together. Here, and a little bit more honey. Alrighty, and it should be good to go. I don't know what else you put on Brussels sprouts, so we're just gonna try this out, see how it comes out. Let's see, let's bring you guys closer so you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm just gonna take these and place them on this cookie sheet. Place all pieces on here as best as I can. A lot of them kind of came apart when I was tossing them up. I really hope these come out good. Okay, I'm just going to sprinkle the rest of these ingredients on here. Alright. Put the oven to 350. Hopefully that's alright. And we'll go ahead and put them in the oven. Alright, and we'll see how they turn out. I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so now I'm going to, sorry about that. I'm going to make the meat, and I'm using Beyond Beef, so that's the brand that I'm using. And I'm going to basically make hamburgers, but I'm not going to make it as a hamburger because I'm not using a bun or anything. So it's just going to be the actual meat with the Brussels sprouts. And then I'll think about if I want to add something else to it. So this is, I'm going to put onion, black pepper, cilantro, garlic, and some paprika. I don't have a reason for why I selected those. That's just what I'm using. Of course, you can use whatever you would like. But that's what I'm using. I'll just season it up, make the burgers, and then I'll be back. So I decided I'm going to also put a little bit of the red crushed peppers in here as well. Not much, just little. Because we already got the crushed peppers in the Brussels sprouts, so we don't want to overdo it. But, so this is basically the seasoning, and then I'll just make it into burgers. Okay, I'll be back. So I decided to add an extra seasoning because it's Taco Tuesday. So I added this Southwest taco seasoning. So we're gonna see how that works. So I might end up making this into tacos because it's Taco Tuesday. I'm gonna make them into burgers, but if I feel like having a taco, I might cut up all the meat. Since I'm not gonna do any kind of bun, I may just make it into a taco. Have tacos and Brussels sprouts. Hell, it doesn't really go together, but that's what I'm gonna have. So we'll see how it turns out. All right, so we got the burgers going and looking pretty good. All right, you just gotta wait for them to be done. They'll be done soon. All right, so the burger, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it up into pieces so that I can eat it with the Brussels sprouts. I'm gonna put a little bit of barbecue sauce on this. And then this will be the meal. The barbecue sauce that I'm going to use is this kind. I like this one because it doesn't have the high fructose corn syrup that most barbecue sauces have, so it's not as there's not as much sugar in this. There is sugar, but it's not the high fructose corn syrup. So this is the barbecue sauce that I use. These are the nutritional fats. It's not too bad. And it tastes really good. So we're going to add the Brussels sprouts. Sorry about the noise. Forgot to turn the fan off. So hopefully you heard me. Get a couple of these Brussels sprouts. Hopefully they taste good. I will let you know if they don't. All right, so that is dinner for tonight. Brussels sprouts and the Beyond Beef meat with a little bit of barbecue sauce that I'm gonna add. All right, so that is the meal for today. And basically I just wanted to say, make sure you are eating a balanced meal. I'm eating this for dinner, so I do not have my carbs in this meal. It's just gonna be meat and vegetables. So hopefully this was helpful for you as far as meal prepping. So this would be considered one meal that'll fit in one of the containers. Make sure you are not overeating. If you're bloated, check the food that's on your plate and look at how much food you are actually intaking. So hopefully that was helpful. Again, have a wonderful day. Be blessed. Do whatever it takes by any means necessary to be your greatest and healthiest version. So blessings to you. Bye-bye.